There are nights when your heart feels too heavy, days when even breathing feels exhausting. Sometimes you in front of others, while silently falling apart inside. You may feel tired of pretending to be strong, tired of carrying worries nobody sees. But look at yourself carefully. You are still here. You survived every painful moment until now, even the moments you thought would destroy you. The Buddha taught that suffering is part of life. So do not hate yourself for feeling tired. A tired heart is still a living heart. Quiet people often carry the deepest pain. Sometimes courage is not loud. Sometimes courage is simply surviving one more day. You do not need to fix your whole life tonight. Just breathe slowly. Let this moment become quiet. Even a small light can survive a long darkness. And your light is still alive. So tonight, rest your heart for a moment. You are not finished. You are only tired. Courage does not always look strong. Sometimes courage is quiet. Sometimes courage is the person who says nothing, but still keeps going. You do not need to prove your strength to everyone. You do not need to explain your pain to people who cannot understand it. The Buddha taught that a calm mind is greater than a loud victory. Real strength is not always winning. Sometimes it is refusing to lose yourself. If all you did today was endure, that was still courage. If all you did was breathe through pain, that was still courage. So do not look down on your quiet effort. A small step taken with a tired heart is still a step forward. Sometimes the future feels too heavy, too many worries, too many unanswered questions. Your mind becomes tired before the day even begins. But the Buddha did not teach people to carry the entire future at once. He taught people to focus on this moment. One breath, one step, one peaceful choice at a time. You do not need to solve your whole life tonight. You only need to keep moving gently. Even slow progress is still progress. A small step may not look powerful, but small steps can carry a person out of darkness. Many people rush through life. They compare themselves to others. They feel left behind when success does not come quickly. But a peaceful life is not a race. The Buddha taught that wisdom grows slowly, like a tree becoming stronger through many seasons. Do not hate yourself because your journey is slow. Healing is slow. Growth is slow. A calm heart takes time to build. You are not failing. You move slowly. You are still moving. And that matters more than speed. There are moments when pain feels endless. Moments when your heart whispers, "I cannot do this anymore." But pain is not proof that you are losing. Pain only means you are human. Even the strongest people carry invisible wounds. The Buddha taught that suffering visits every life. No one escapes sadness forever. But suffering can also deepen compassion and wisdom. You are still here after every difficult night. That means your pain has not defeated you. Your story is still continuing. Sometimes the mind becomes too full, too much anger, too much pressure, too many thoughts that never become quiet. In those moments, do not force yourself to fight harder. The Buddha taught that peace begins with awareness. First, notice your breath. Take one slow breath, then another. Let your shoulders soften. Let your mind rest for one small moment. You do not need to carry every burden at once. A calm breath can stop a breaking heart from falling deeper into darkness. Many people suffer because they try to carry everything alone. The worries of tomorrow, the mistakes of the past, the emotions of other people. But the Buddha taught that attachment creates suffering. Some burdens were never meant to stay in your hands forever. You cannot save everyone. You cannot control every outcome, and you do not need to destroy yourself trying to do so. Tonight, allow yourself to put something down, even for a moment. Your heart deserves rest too. Not every battle needs your voice. Not every insult deserves your anger. Some peace can only be protected through silence. The Buddha often answered hatred with calmness, not because he was weak, but because he understood that anger spreads suffering. Silence is not surrender. Sometimes silence is wisdom. Sometimes walking away is the strongest thing you can do. Protect your energy carefully. A peaceful heart is more valuable than winning every argument. Many people become exhausted trying to prove their worth, trying to be accepted, trying to be enough for everyone. But your value does not disappear because someone fails to see it. A flower does not lose its beauty because one person walks past it. The Buddha taught that peace comes when we stop chasing approval. You do not need every person to understand your path. Be honest, be gentle, be true to your heart. That is already enough. Fear does not mean you are weak. Every human being feels fear when facing uncertainty, loss, or pain. The Buddha never taught people to become fearless. He taught people to remain awake and calm, even while fear exists. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is continuing to walk while your heart is shaking. So do not wait to become perfect before moving forward. Even with fear inside you, you can still take the next step. Every painful experience leaves something behind. Even sadness can teach wisdom. Even failure can teach compassion. The Buddha taught that suffering can awaken the heart. A person who has struggled deeply often understands others more gently. Do not think your pain was meaningless. Your heart is still growing, even during difficult seasons. One day, you may look back and realize that your hardest moments quietly made you stronger. Many people become frustrated because healing takes time. They want the pain to disappear immediately. But the Buddha taught patience. Just as nature changes slowly, the heart also heals slowly. Some wounds cannot be forced to disappear. They soften little by little through rest, kindness, and time. So be patient with yourself. You are healing, even if you cannot see it yet. Many people believe strength must be hard. They think they must become cold to survive. They hide their kindness because they are afraid of being hurt again. But the Buddha showed another kind of strength: calmness, compassion, gentle patience. A peaceful person is not weak. A peaceful person has learned control. You do not need to become cruel to protect yourself. A gentle heart can still be powerful. Kindness is not weakness when it comes from wisdom. True courage is not hurting others. True courage is keeping kindness alive inside a difficult world. When pain becomes overwhelming, it can feel like nothing will ever improve. The mind begins to believe that darkness will last forever. But every storm eventually becomes quiet. Every dark night slowly moves toward morning. Nature itself reminds us that nothing stays the same forever. The Buddha taught that all things change. Pain changes. Fear changes. Even sadness cannot stay forever. So hold on a little longer. This moment is not your entire future. One peaceful morning can change a tired heart. Many people try to move forward while carrying anger and chaos inside. They rush through life without resting their hearts. But a restless heart becomes exhausted quickly. The Buddha taught that peace must begin inside you before it can appear in your life. You do not need to solve everything today. First, calm your breathing. Calm your thoughts. Let your heart become quiet again. When the mind becomes peaceful, the next step becomes clearer. A calm heart can walk farther than an angry one. Right now, life may feel overwhelming. Your heart may feel tired from carrying too much for too long. But this moment is not the whole story of your life. Pain can feel powerful, but it does not define who you are. The Buddha taught that the mind can become trapped inside suffering. When we are hurt, we forget how much strength we have already shown. You have survived difficult days before. You have already walked through pain that once seemed impossible. That strength still lives inside you. The world can make people feel small. Criticism, failure, and loneliness slowly dim the light inside the heart. But the Buddha taught that even a small light has meaning in darkness. A peaceful soul can still shine quietly. You do not need to become loud to matter. You do not need to impress everyone to have value. Protect your inner light carefully. Even during difficult nights, do not let the world take away your kindness. Sometimes people feel so exhausted that they stop believing tomorrow matters. But no one truly knows what tomorrow can bring. A single conversation, peaceful moment, or a new beginning can change a life. The Buddha taught that every day is another chance to awaken the heart. Even after pain, life continues to move forward. So stay here a little longer. Your story is not finished yet. Tomorrow may hold a peace you cannot see tonight. Many people are afraid to start over. They feel ashamed of failure, mistakes, or lost time. But the Buddha taught that every moment is a chance to begin again. The past does not have to imprison the future. A tree does not stop growing because one season was harsh. Human hearts can heal and grow in the same way. Do not be ashamed of starting slowly. Quiet beginnings can still lead to beautiful lives. Not all courage looks heroic. Some courage is invisible to the world. Getting out of bed, continuing after disappointment, choosing kindness after pain, these are also acts of courage. The Buddha taught that inner peace is one of the great victories a person can achieve. So do not underestimate your quiet strength. You've already survived many difficult nights, and even now, your heart is still trying to move forward.